Hello and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 82. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, alongside my Spanish meatball, Joseph. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you, dude?
I'm alive. It's E3 week and I am super excited. Super excited. We haven't just got me and Jude, so we can't bullshit too long this week, Joe.
Yeah,
and okay, who do I go? We'll go with the man who's scared of the camera on his Twitch stream, Kreshnik. How you doing, Kresh?
Hi, what's up?
Yeah, whatever. And last but not least, my man, the myth, the legend, making his return to where it all started, which wasn't really Analyzed, but it kind of is now, but it's actually us. It always gives us credit every week. Ross Miller, the Scotsman himself. How you doing, sir?
Feels good to be home.
E3 week, boys. So we're all here. We are ready to go. We are going to do the spills because we've got a couple of spills this week. Joe.
Yes.
We've got 2 ad reads.
2?
Yeah, 2 ad reads.
Are they
which
both
is
from Mike Lynch?
No, not both from Mike Lynch.
Mike Lynch games.
Whoa.
Okay.
The ukulele player?
No, he's not the one with the...
Not the ukulele player. We will go. This episode is brought to you by mcfixer.co.uk, polygames.com, twitch.tv/KresnikPlays, and last but not least, and I hate to say this one, but Xbox Party Chat over on Reddit. If you want the show early, head over to patreon.com/mcfixer. Audio is $3, video is $4. You know the spiel, you know it all. This episode is also brought to you by Mike Lynch. But we'll do Mike Lynch's first and then we'll do the other ad read after because we have a new one, like I said. And I haven't got it in front of me, so I'm going to make it up. So it says, hello, my name is Mike Lynch. Head over to twitch.tv/Mike Lynch streams and head over to youtube.com/Mike Lynch. No, he's not the ukulele player, as much as people get him confused, but he brings you exciting gameplay and all of the above, such as movies, comics, everything. So go support your boy Mike Lynch over there on Mike Lynch streams and youtube.com/Mike Lynch. Nah, this next one is our new ad read, Joe. Nah, it is a little bit long, but it's only long this week. So,
Okay.
Are you ready for this before we get into our predictions?
Honestly, I might not be, but go for it.
I've got to look over here. So it says, I haven't read this one before live, so I'm a little bit nervous for myself. But it says, hi, everyone. Yeah, that's right. I've sold out, laugh at lad. If you like movies and are unsure if you should spend your hard-earned money, then come check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Mr. Movie Reviews. And the most glorious podcast alongside the My Xbox and Me, the Glorious Movie Podcast, where me and Foxes and guests talk all things movie news and give a little bit of insight into what that all means with not much insight. Very true. I've listened to that podcast. Plus, me and Foxes are now launching a new podcast called Digital Misfits Podcast, where we'll be talking all things nerdy, from TV to anime to video games, books, comics, everything nerdy. And it starts on June 10th. That is June 10th, 2017, with E3. So they're starting their show on the E3 show, which is a ballsy move to start, because it's so goddamn busy. We will be reviewing all the podcasts, the press conferences, from EA on Sunday all the way through to Nintendo on Tuesday. We'll give you 6 episodes right off the bat, which is amazing. Please come support it and show them some love. Keep it up, My Xbox and Me, and I'll keep supporting. Thank you very, very, very much to our new ad from Mr. Moody. Appreciate that so much. Check out the Glorious Cast. Check out Mr. Moody's YouTube channel. Boys, what's been in our boxes? What we've been playing this week? We'll start with you, Kresh. What have you been playing?
On Xbox?
Yes.
No,
I've been
Nintendo.
playing-
Come on, Crush. Come on.
My
I want this
Nintendo.
kid already, man.
I've been playing a lot of Smite on Xbox.
Ooh.
You are a smart
Smite
guy.
and Injustice too.
So
Okay.
we haven't really been able to dive in deep on Injustice because I didn't pick it up. Joe, you played an hour of it, and I'm not
I tried.
So how is it? How does it compare to the other Injustice game?
10 times better than the other Injustice game.
Interesting.
In terms of story, I think the game is amazing.
Okay.
A little bit short, but that's what you can expect out of a fighting game. They're not really there for stories. Stories like a secondary thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the online, it's a lot of fun. Only one big issue is that keep away, which would be ranged, is very, very prominent, and it's not the funnest thing to play against in in a fighting game.
Oh, okay. So is that a lot of people spamming, I assume?
Yeah, basically.
Fair
Dead
enough.
shot with guns, just spamming full screen. Nothing
That's
you can do
exactly
against
how
it.
I'd play. That's literally how I'd play. If I learned that move, I'd just literally do that
Yeah.
every single time. Apart from that and Smite, we've heard you talk about Smite before on this podcast, so we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Wait,
Yeah.
I got one question.
Okay.
Who's your main in Smite?
In Smite?
Yeah.
It's got to be the guy with the horse, isn't it?
No, no, go on you. My girl
Guan. I love Guan Yu. My top three is Guan, Amuse and Cobb, and Freya. That's it.
No one gives a crap about your top
We're
three,
talking
Joe.
about Xbox games.
Yeah.
Whatever. What have you been playing, Joe? What's been in your box this week?
Man, I've been trying to play games real hard. So
Bad week for games for you?
oh my god, you know how it is, right? It's
I do.
pre-E3 week. You're trying to get ready. You're trying to upload as much as you can. So when E3 comes, so the only thing I've played is Destiny, and that was on Sunday.
Okay.
So I've had no sleep or no time to do absolutely anything but make awesome content over at polygames.youtube.com that you should check out.
Russ, I have trained this man too well because he plugs like a pro now, and I don't like it, but he does plug like a pro, I've got to admit. Russ, what's been in your box? What have you been playing this week?
Some things that never change, so I'm still playing Rocket League.
How are you still playing Rocket League, dude? It's ridiculous.
Rocket League is life.
Yeah.
That's that. Like, ranked Rocket League is life. I'm still playing Overwatch.
Okay.
Yes. I like this,
So
man.
new games this week that I played. Tokyo 42.
Yeah, I played that at
ID.
EGX. Yeah, I played that at EGX. I wasn't a fan, but it was a showroom floor game. So not being able to play it at home is very hard to get into. You just get thrown in at a show floor. So I didn't know what I was doing. It's sort of GTA-ish, right? Like the original GTA. Yeah, the original GTA, sorry.
Yeah. So you're an assassin, you get contracts, you're free to do the contracts any way you want.
Okay.
In that sense, but it's sort of isometric, but not quite. But where the game really comes into its own is actually its multiplayer.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Even though I haven't
does anyone ever play Assassin's Creed multiplayer?
No, because we're not nerds. Oh, correct.
Yeah, like it's a bit like that. So you've got a lot of NPCs walking about a map. You're trying to blend in, but you're also trying to identify the person who isn't there. You could have two people in a quite a large map as well, or 10 people in a map. Now, of course, when someone identifies someone else, all hell breaks loose, bullets flying everywhere, rocket launchers, sniper rifles, everything. But it's quite an interesting take on an isometric game to even include that in, and I'm having a lot of fun.
Well, you said something blasphemy in the My Xbox and Me Facebook group, and you said you were playing the Friday the 13th game.
Yeah, I got it a week after release, but it was
funny. Well done, Rush. You made the right decision because it's like me got robbed and then we got our return, but we got robbed beforehand.
Yeah, and I feel sorry for the developers in that sense. I know it's like I've seen your title was "Do not buy, sell me your broken game." But yeah, I get that. If it was a week off of release, or if they had, unfortunately, we see this before, making games is hard. I think
we said
from
this,
all the
we
people
said
that interviews, making games is hard, and they're not going to know that the culling had exactly the same issue. There was one in preview; they had to give people an extra hour. All I can say is now it's fixed. It is a fun game if you're in a group.
See, this is the
Not
thing
so
for me.
much fun.
And Chris knows me and Chris speak every single day. I was talking about this game non-stop. And Chris was you not saying to me, buy it on PC? Just buy it on
100%.
PC. Just buy it on PC. There's something. I don't know why you said buy it on PC, but you knew. You knew something was wrong with this, I swear.
It was a Kickstarter game coming to PC, Xbox, and PS4.
Which were stretch goals.
Yeah. So, like, their focus is going to be PC there, without a doubt.
I got burned hard.
It's not only that, but there's one thing that I think always has to be taken into consideration with these, and that is certification.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to release a game, it has to go through certification, which can take a long, long time, and you don't fully quite know what's going to happen. Now, the patch process on Sony, Microsoft, and Steam are all so different.
Yeah.
It's true
that it is going to be hard for a developer to get that out, and it's unfortunate for us that Microsoft are very, very pernickety about what they let through. So, you know, I've spoken to developers that have not had a game out for 6 months because they can't get it through cert with Microsoft, and it's a difficult situation, and it's a shame because they've got their money already. The developers are literally laughing to the bank in that sense, but they've made a full game with more content to come, and it's a shame that people have traded it or sold it back or got the refund, because the chance of Corey, you won't buy that again.
Well, this is the problem. It's the fact of I was super hyped for Friday the 13th, and I did go off a little bit on them last week. But I did. Shut up, Joe. No, but to be fair, Joe, we did both say that we don't blame the team. We know they worked hard on the game, and I'm sure it's a great product. But for me, seeing other people being able to play the game live on Twitch, someone who needs to be there day one, the hour one. I can't have this happen to me. I wasn't provided a review code. I reached out for one, was told no. Absolutely fine with that. Cool. I bought the game retail. It doesn't work. I'm entitled to shout a little bit about a game that I bought that don't work. Anything else though, Russ, apart from those that you've been playing?
Well, no, that's roughly about it. I've actually started playing Alien Isolation again, bizarrely.
Oh, Mr. Moody loves that game. Don't know why.
Great.
I've been playing a little game called Batman Arkham Knight. And oh boy, it's definitely a video game, boys. It's definitely a video game. How do I say this without... The Bat Tank sucks. And I know at least one of you here disagrees with me, so feel free to argue. Not a problem. The Bat Tank sucks. Anybody want to oppose? Why does it not suck?
I would just say, watching the Twitch stream of you, I will never get into a fucking car with you. Not even if you're the passenger of said car.
I'm not a good driver in anything, I'll be honest with you.
Holy crap.
Battlegrounds, GTA, Saints Row, I'm terrible. But I did finish Batman, enjoyed the story, interested ending, way too heavy on the Bat Tank, which I'm sure all of you already know listen to this.
Yeah.
Let's get through the bullshit. E3 week, boys. E3 predictions. We will go around, round robin style, 5 each. Hope you got backups in case someone takes it. I will try and keep scores. If not, I will reach out to somebody in my Xbox community, which we still have, even though Russ left us for dead.
Trust me, proper BO will do it. He will get it down to the point, to the decimal.
I'm messing with you.
Do you want some vinegar with that salt?
Oh, come on. I'm messing. Russ, do you want to kick us off with your first E3 prediction?
Yeah, look, I actually, on this very show last year, had the same. And unfortunately, it didn't come true. But I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to come in first with, I think it's an almost certainty. It's the beginning of the show. They show a short video. Phil Spencer walks out, and my face is on his T-shirt.
I don't know how you think you're going to win this. You're never going to win the E3 prediction show ever if you come out with stupid. Phil Spencer doesn't even actually might know who you are. I can't claim that anymore. I find it very unlikely that Phil is going to have your face on his T-shirt, but who knows?
The more I say it, the more likely it becomes.
That's true. That's true. That's very, very true. I think we've got more chance of I don't know, Death Stranding.
Aaron, if you're watching this, go and trap his door.
All right, Crash, number 1, what you got for me?
I got Battletoads being announced.
Oh, okay. What, a remake or a new
I think
game?
a new game.
Interesting.
Developed by I don't know who.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Rare developing it, but I think they're a little bit too busy to develop it.
No, they've got separate people.
They got separate teams.
Rare must be developing something else because there's talent there that I'm not.
I know.
Working on Sea of Thieves and
I'm pretty sure they're working on a new IP, aren't they? I could be wrong about that. I don't know, but I'd like to see Rare develop it.
Yeah.
I don't think we get it until either late this year or next year, though.
Fair enough. Interesting. That's Joseph.
Yeah.
What you got for me, buddy?
So I'm assuming we hold back all of our price stuff before I even get to any predictions.
You do it in whatever way you want to do.
Yeah, I know, but like, should we hold off like the pricing of the console, like we all have that to the very end.
I haven't even got that on my list, so
That's really disgusting that you don't.
Just wait. I thought one of you sort of had it. You got to play the game. You've got. So this is the whole point. Is if I use yours, you can't use it. So if you want to get in with your price now, get in quick time.
NAC 2 is announced.
I guarantee no one's got any of mine.
They buy it out from PlayStation. They bring the mascot out there. He rips the mask off. It's Jackie T. Phil Spencer and Jackie T merge bodies to create the ultimate human. No, the new Phantom Dust gets shown off.
Oh, okay. So the rebooted new version.
Reboot of the reboot.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying that the free HD remake that come out was just a tease to see how interested people are, and then we'll get the new one now.
Yeah, definitely. It's not even just to gauge perception; it's just to get the name out there, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see the problem. I'm gonna start off nice and easy with Resident Evil 2 will be shown at the Microsoft show because of course it will, boys. Ooh, I can't fucking wait. They're gonna show Resident Evil 2 remake.
Logo?
I don't give a fuck. They're gonna show Resident Evil 2 remake. Look, I have some basis of going off of this now. Yeah, Big Phil, in Phil We Trust, has been in Japan a lot. He's been tweeting about his trips to Japan. Resident Evil 2, made in Japan. Oh, put 2 and 2 together, boys. Woo! We are getting Resident Evil 2 shown at the Microsoft conference. Oh, yeah.
Ross, is there room in that party chat for like one more guy?
Hey. Well, that's more likely to happen than Ross's face.
I don't know about that.
Phil might know Ross. They might be good acquaintances.
They might be. Honestly, I do think it'll probably be shown at Sony's, but I have to say it. I have to. Ross, number 2, what you got for me, buddy?
Well, yeah, I've done another prediction show, and I've said this same one. This is the only one that will match any that I do in any other shows, okay? Mm-hmm. But you're talking about deals and marketing deals like it would be in that case. I believe that Bethesda's new IP, their new open world IP, that they have, which is essentially similar to the Elder Scrolls and also Fallout, but set in space, which name escapes me right now. But I believe that Microsoft will have the marketing deal, and it will be shown on the Xbox stage before Bethesda because money.
Yeah,
but I believe that's a big game that they've got there. Yeah, well, I think was it better on Scorpio? They're going to say, or is that better on PS Pro? They say, I don't know, but the game's still probably a little bit of time off, that way. But I think that Microsoft have secured the rights to that quite early. Yeah. Everyone knows that Bethesda and Microsoft have got a very, very good relationship. They always have. Everyone knows that the games run better on Xbox than what they do on PlayStation. Never going to be as good as PC. But they will have that deal, and I think that'll be a big moment because everyone loves an open world Bethesda game.
Yeah.
And a new IP setting that. Yeah.
Interesting. Crash, number 2.
So you guys remember that game called Cuphead?
Never heard of
I
it.
don't know if you guys remember it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I remember it.
So about middle of the conference, after they get through some of their heavy hitters, they show off Cuphead. They show a little gameplay, some of their regular platforming gameplay, and they're like, "You guys can just turn your Xbox on, buy it, and play it right now." I think that's gonna happen.
I don't disagree with you too much. I'd love to see it happen, but they definitely have to get this game a release date and
100%.
Yeah,
there's no two ways about that. We're all in agreement with that. Cuphead needs to just come now.
I would love that prediction because honestly, if it's anything more, I don't care at this point. I'm at the point where I've seen it. How many times I've seen this? Like 3-4 times already. I'm done caring.
Yeah.
And it's
you can understand why they've done what they've done, though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they had to take this time. It was not a commercial game. It probably wouldn't have sold in its current format. Yeah. I don't think, other than its art style, the gameplay itself was boss after boss, which is just, you can't sell that to general public that are not hardcore gamers.
Have any of you actually played it yet? Have you been a trade to played it? I've played it as well, and it's fucking hard.
Yes,
like,
it's
no joke.
really hard.
Yeah. I played just a single boss fight, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I've got 400 people waiting behind me, so I can't stand there and learn. But yeah, it was really, really hard. It was really, really intimidating. Seeing the platforming, I spoke to, does anyone remember when we had Mike from Outside Xbox on? He spoke about, he played the game, they had capture of the game, of the platform, and he said the platform wasn't that great. So I hope they've really tuned that and made that better. And I'm interested. I was interested in Cuphead the moment it was shown. Now, I think like most of us here, we're all a bit more like, whatever.
Yeah.
And
I applaud the developers for doing what they're doing, because like people are like, you can't just have a boss game. It's, you know,
you can't applaud the developers on that. That was not the developers. That was them
No, it was
getting told
Microsoft.
to go and do that.
Was it
wanted to
Microsoft
release the game.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I applaud what they're doing though, because you know they're going back there and they're fixing what, you know, they're taking the critiques and they're going back and they're fixing it. The only thing that I complain about is just like Microsoft just stop showing it. If it's like if it's still not ready, just cut it loose and let people ask the question of, oh, they didn't show it at the C3, is it whatever? Let them ask that question so when the game comes out, it wows people. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Fair enough. Joe, next prediction, please, sir.
All right, so I said Phantom Dust, I said Jackie T. What else am I going to do?
Stop mentioning Jackie T. He's not an Xbox guy.
Hey, he's retired. He's going to break out of retirement. You're going to see it. Talk about partnerships. There's one thing this holiday season that I keep looking at, and it does worry me, how Sony has all these big partnerships. Right? They have Destiny, dude. They have a Call of Duty, Battlefront, the 3 biggest games this year.
You hold off, mate. FIFA. They got FIFA.
Oh yeah, they also have FIFA. Yeah, that's true.
Like, no, I know everyone thinks I'm mucking around here, but they got FIFA, Call of Duty, Destiny.
Yeah,
no more Legends. No more Legends.
Well, no, Legends in both, I've heard.
Yeah, it's Icons now they're called, but they're not Legends anymore.
Oh, interesting.
Exclusive. Yeah.
Is that, so,
sorry, go on, Joe. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So I know Phil Spencer isn't a fan of doing third-party partnerships, but I feel like his arm is going to be, you know, kind of pulled in that direction simply for the fact of, yeah, it's cool that you have this Scorpio, but when marketing is all like this holiday season, all you're seeing is a PlayStation symbol at the end of every commercial. That's going to be worrying, because that's how you're getting the super casual, the casual audience. So to me, what big game people would be excited about to join the Xbox kind of marketing team would be the Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed Origins. I feel like that is, we know it's real. It's the first Assassin's Creed game I'm ever really excited for, because it looks like it's offering something different. You know, the first thing you don't see is that knife thing. You're seeing a bow and a shield. So it looks cool. It's promising maybe a different type of gameplay from what I've seen, you know, or what we've seen from those pictures. And so I'm excited. And I think that would be getting people on board with the Microsoft train. At least help.
Is anybody hyped for Assassin's Creed? I've never been an Assassin's Creed guy. Is anyone interested in it?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, a lot. Yeah,
super hyped.
Yeah.
Why? Both of you, like Ross first, then Crash. Why are you interested in that?
Because it's a franchise that makes Ubisoft a lot of money, and they realised that recently they haven't performed and they have to sort of rethink it. They've taken their year off, so they can do that. And I think Ubisoft got a bad rep because they do release things like For Honor with peer-to-peer and Steep that didn't really sell well. But you have to say they're always trying to innovate.
Yeah.
Okay. And they can learn a lot from each of these failed launches or the way the public are talking about the games, and every single one of their versions of the games seem to get a little bit better. Having this year off from the annual franchise and time to actually develop an Assassin's Creed game, I think, and learning everything that they have, that this could be a great game. Syndicate was not a bad game.
Right.
Crash, anything to add on that?
A good game.
I've always been a fan of Assassin's Creed since way back with the first one. As time's gone by, it's gotten a little bit more convoluted and sort of lost what it was first like initially doing. Syndicate was a nice like throwback to that in many ways, but this one, everything we've seen, everything we've heard about, they're going back to how it was originally done with Assassin's Creed, and I think that'll be good for the franchise, personally.
Fair enough. The only one I ever liked was Assassin's Creed 2. I finished one, didn't enjoy it at all. Took me like 2 years to finish. Then I played 2 and absolutely loved 2. Didn't play Brotherhood, didn't play any of the others. Played Unity a tiny bit.
Oh boy.
But because I wanted to play Haley actually got an Xbox with Unity, which was multiplayer, so perfect. We game shared at the time, we were playing it together, but just couldn't get into it for some reason. Just couldn't get into it. All right.
Yeah. Also, the I believe the creative director from Black Flag is rumored to be heading this game up, so that's also really exciting because Black Flag was amazing. So
two and Black Flag are the peaks for me. The absolute peaks for me. 100% Black Flag, and I don't do that with many games.
Fair enough. Next one from me. Xbox. We'll talk about Xbox Game Pass, the Netflix-like thing they have now, and they will say they are adding 100 new games available now. I think they've got to talk about Xbox Game Pass anyway, just to hype it up a little bit. Me and Joe spoke on the show maybe 2 weeks ago how we didn't like the lineup of games that are there. I definitely think they've got to get more exclusives in there. Rise on the Throne. I know Sunset's not in there yet, but it will be. This is the perfect time to go. This thing that you can buy right this precise second when we go off the air, you can now have 100 new games in it. So, yeah, that is that. Where are we? Ross, next one.
Yeah.
Number 3.
So going with the Ubisoft one and getting there before everyone else. What do you think? What do you think this is going to be?
I'm not going to guess in case I'm stupid. Go.
I think I know.
Splinter Cell.
Oh, okay.
You took mine.
So I was waiting for someone to have that as one of the first, but I think Splinter Cell will be shown again in partnership, and it'll be going back to its stealthy roots.
I like Splinter Cell. Definitely. I played Blacklist, is it? If I'm not mistaken. Remember playing that one co-op, which was awesome. Conviction as well. Awesome. Good games. Good stealth. And I'm not even good at stealth games, as we all know. If you ever watched me play a stealth game. Terrible. I actually really enjoy those games.
And Splinter Cell is a perfect game for that, too, for the Xbox. Because I remember back in the day, that's the reason why so many people bought like an Xbox was because of Splinter Cell.
Yep.
So like giving those people those feelings again, that's excellent, man.
So
you
just said you'll announce it. Do you think it'll be exclusive and exclusive rights and anything like that, or just an announcement?
Ubisoft aren't daft. They're not going to make it exclusive, no, but I think it will be a marketing tie-in, which will be throughout there.
Okay,
like
fair enough.
We've learned from Tomb Raider that being exclusive or even a timed exclusive is not good for anyone. So I think we'll see less and less of that.
Fair enough. Crash, number 3, what you got for me, bro?
Sunset Overdrive 2.
Oh, yes, buddy.
Gets announced.
Keep talking to me.
I think Microsoft needs exclusives. I think this is an exclusive that did critically well. Like, critics loved it. People loved it. People who played it loved it.
You just got to find people who played it.
There you go.
Unfortunately.
It just didn't sell well.
Yeah.
Okay, so Insomniac made Sunset Overdrive.
Correct.
Yes.
They are working on the new Spider-Man game.
They have more than one team.
That's what I was just about to ask you. They've got more than one team?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure.
Is this going to be Xbox exclusive?
Of course.
Yeah, I think so. Of course,
yeah. I think Xbox own. I think actually Insomniac own the IP.
Insomniac owns the IP,
which is crazy to me. But I love that world. As we spoke before, again, I spoke on this show. Rush, you didn't like the game, if I remember rightly.
I just could never get into it.
Yeah,
never could get into it.
You wasn't a fan, but Sunset, yes, I would be hyped for a Sunset Overdrive too. We know sequels always sell better than originals. Maybe enough people like influencers and stuff who did enjoy the game will play it this time. Because I remember watching a lot of kind of funny content, and I remember Colin and Greg both being like, "Oh, I might play this. This is an Insomniac game." Never got round to it because they're PlayStation fanboys. I joke. Calm down.
How dare you? No, how dare you?
But yeah, I feel like. Especially yes, I'd be so happy with this. Joe, did you ever play Sunset?
Yeah, I played it on my other account, so I need to play it on the account that I have now, and actually 100% beat it because I really did enjoy that game. And yeah, I would love to see it. I would love to even see it just on the Windows Store as well. Like they announce it and they go, it's also on the One. It's on also the Windows Store. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's every Xbox first party game anyway nowadays. So
Yeah.
Or second party, I should say. Joe, number 3. What have you got?
All right. So I got one, and you're gonna be upset. Right off the bat, Fixer, because you probably have it. But State of Decay 2 is coming out. And I am also going to be ballsy enough to predict when it's coming out, at least the month.
Okay.
It's going to come out in October.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah. Now, I would go into more detail about why it's coming out in November or October, but I'll save that for later. It's going to come out in October. It's going to look really fantastic. It's going to be then only showing you on the Scorpio or whatever, but you're going to see it. It's going to be October. It's going to be very beautiful.
Interesting. Before I say my next one, I think it's interesting. We're at number 3 now, and I've got to do my third. But you notice that, and I know you've got something, Joe. I'm not sure about Ross and Crash, that we haven't mentioned Scorpio. Does that then say something about Scorpio?
That's protection, though. We know it's coming.
Yeah.
So, but none of us are talking about it. Are we not?
Oh, that'll be that. Don't worry about it. It'll be my next prediction.
It's one of my predictions as well.
Okay. Joe, Crash, sorry, you come out with Sunset Overdrive 2, so I'll hit you with a game I would love personally, and we know that it could actually happen if they sell the rights. Rise 2, why the hell not? Rise on the Throne 2, yes please. Crytek need money because they need to pay people because they broke. They got no money. They broke. Why not sell the IP to Microsoft? Microsoft put a new team on it. Boom. Sunset Overdrive 2, new exclusive.
I would love that.
I'd love that too.
You know what? That would be okay because they can learn from what happened with the first game.
Well, there'll be no Connect, which is fine. Maybe
your goddamn TV. Yeah.
It being so repetitive, which I didn't mind so much. They can fix the quick time events that some people didn't like. They can fix. It was still a good basis and told a good story, and I think there's still enough to work with on Rise. So I'd say we are likely to see it get announced. Ross, number 4, my friend.
Right, I know I have went a little bit far-fetched, but I want the last one was not so much far-fetched, but this one I think is totally out there. Okay. If this happens, I'm going to be utterly shocked, but it's something I would really like to see. I think during the Microsoft conference, they're going to announce Forza Motorsport 7.
Oh, whoa, no way. I don't see it happening.
Look at Ross just taking all of my things.
Point. He had to take a point because he lost the point on the t-shirt. He's like, I'm going for a super easy one right here, just so I get this. Interesting.
If they call it X or something like that, I'll be absolutely ruined, wouldn't I?
Imagine they're done with numbers. It just comes out Forza Motorsport. Done. I think that's a pretty safe bet. 100% of that. So, nothing else to really say there. Crash, what you got for me?
Sea of Thieves.
Oh no.
Shown.
Yep.
Release date spring next year.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Nobody cares about it. That's about it.
Oh no, Rare. Okay.
You are. Have you ever fought a Scotsman before? You're not going to win this.
I'm with you on when you say nobody cares about it. Go into a little bit more detail. Is it more the broader audience don't care? Because we care. We care a little bit.
For the broader audience to care about this, it's very heavy on YouTubers and Twitch streamers making this game seem fun, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think people who are gamers are looking forward to this game. I don't think the casual player is looking forward to this game. I could be wrong about that. I hope I'm wrong about that, but I don't really know.
Fair enough. Sea of Thieves is another one where I love it. I love the thought of the game, especially for, like we say, Twitch streamers like at me and you, Crash, even Ross now on Mixer. It's awesome for us because we can acting like a pirate, fucking about,
It's
playing the
goofing
banjo,
around.
drinking.
It's entertaining.
It's awesome. I don't know what the game is though, and that's what I'm scared about. I don't know what the game is. I've even watched they do the diary blog things on their YouTube channel, which is awesome. I like watching them, but I still don't understand what the game is. So if they can explain that in a nice trailer or something, then let's do it.
Yep.
Joe, what you got for me?
So I'm gonna save my Scorpio thing till the end.
Okay.
I feel like it's only fair. I want to talk about Fable.
You bastard! You bastard!
There's a card game coming out next month. I think it's July 11th.
I interviewed the developer team there. Awesome guys. Ex Lionheart Studios team as well. Lovely guys. Awesome game. Carry on. Sorry.
And so I think with that game still being alive and what Phil's talked about a couple months ago, where he wasn't ready to comment about Fable. Like he didn't say no and he didn't say yes necessarily. I would think that it's going to be shown off at E3, and that is the game that they'll hold on to for 2018. So you'll probably see it at next E3 too. But Fable, it's getting totally rebooted, and it's either being headed by former Lionhead Studios, like they just made a completely new studio for some reason, or they're handing it over to a second party and seeing what they do with it.
Okay.
I love that.
I'm down for both of all of what you just said. Honestly, I hope it does come true, and I'll give you the point. Okay. Again, we'll talk about Scorpio then, shall we? For my number 4. And Xbox, the press conference will happen, and every game they show will more than likely, and this is my prediction, is Xbox will say enhanced on whatever Scorpio is called, and whether it is Scorpio. At least 10 times that we will hear
10 times.
Enhanced, or if it's not said, it's on the, like they got the little lower thirds that go on them sometimes. It's enhanced, so it will be on the press conference, enhanced on Scorpio or whatever it's called, Elite, whatever, Ultra, whatever, at least 10 times.
All
right,
I believe it.
Ross Miller, hit us off with your last one, my friend.
Okay, so I don't think it's going to be called Scorpio at all. Okay. I think hopeful that it is going to be called that. It's still going to stick with the S. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm frankly trying to open up my notes because I wrote this down. Okay. But
Super?
I think no. The Xbox Super. What, the Super Box?
Super Box? All the kids are going to buy that. All right, S, the Scrub Box.
Okay, I can't actually take credit for this name that has been stolen, but I think it's going to be called the Super Microsoft Entertainment and Gaming Appliance.
Not happening. Not a chance in hell.
That's too long.
The Smegma.
That's a mouthful and a half.
The Smegma.
The Smegma. Smegma sounds like a drug or something.
You know, if this is true, easily, I don't think anybody can top Microsoft's conference.
Yes.
The last that'll be
Ross, come
Wait.
back.
Honestly, I do genuinely think that, when they get up on stage and show off Smegma on stage, everyone's going to be really, really happy, really, really joyful. Wet wipes will sell out around the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all love Smegma.
Proper BO in the chat. The Scott Box. I like that. Crash, last prediction, and don't waste it like Mr. Ross Miller here. What have you got for me?
They start off the conference showing off the Scorpio.
Of course.
$800.
What?
800.
That's like
Coming out in November.
You're drunk. Are you?
I think
Crash,
800.
I
think I'm overshooting it a bit.
You think 800?
But I think there's a possibility it comes out.
The most expensive console of this generation.
Have you heard of them talk about it? They talk about it as if it's a PC. Yes.
I don't give a fuck if it's okay, I spent a lot of money on my PC, I should shut up.
There.
But 800, that's ridiculous. Not a chance.
It's supposed to be like their last official console, right?
Before
the way
we
they
talk
talked about it.
Before we talk in depth on this one, we're putting a pin on this one. Joe,
Okay.
hit me, because I know you've got more thoughts.
So I love the Smegma box. I gotta say, amazing. It has to be in order. I'm being super optimistic here. That Xbox, the Scorpio, when they put it up against a PC, like a custom build, it's around $800 to $900. So you subtract that usually by $300 to $400. So I'm hoping that this console is gonna be $499. Sorry, it's going to be $499. It's going to come out in October. And the reason why it's October is not because of that weird video everybody's talking about, but because Shadow of War was pushed back till October 13th. And so you could probably expect the Scorpio to either come out a week before that date or a week after that date.
That makes perfect sense. You've broken that down perfectly, man.
Yeah.
So you say that, but why would they announce the date earlier then? Why not just hit that date anyway?
Because I don't think they want to make it. I mean, they could hit it that date for sure, but usually when it comes out to like games and console releases like that, I don't think they want to overshadow. Ironic, Shadow of War. So they want to make it like, look at here's this game that has come out last week. It's already works well on this, or look at this game. It's coming out next week. It's already going to work well on Scorpio. So
bundles sell so well as well. If you're buying a new system and bundles and retailers do so well, you know, Warner Brothers would want to be a part of that. You know, selling their consoles. We're in with the Scorpio at release. The Smegma, and like that makes perfect sense to me. I genuinely think you might have hit the nail on the head with everything about. Well, the price actually seems quite good as well.
Thank you.
I'd buy that.
So much.
I'd buy that like day one if it came with that game at that price point. I would be on it like a carb on it.
Oh yeah,
Anyone got anything to add on that? No, fair enough. All right, my last one. So I've got a few here, and we're going to talk about our other ones. They're just not going to go down on the brackets, yeah?
Okay.
I'm going to go with something a little bit more safer, I think, because I do want to win a little bit. Xbox will show at least 3 new IP to prove they have games, and we all shouldn't be worried that they shut down Lionhead and Scalebound is now gone, and 3 new IP to just go, look, we have games.
You said this is safer?
I think that's safer. Safer than safer than that's us done. Yeah, that's 5 for everyone. Everyone's got 5. Yeah. So one of the other ones I've got is the Canadian second party studio Skybox are happy to announce that Age of Empire 3 is coming.
Yo, not even playing around though. If Age of Empires is on the Xbox.
The way I look at this,
that's my backup one as well. Was mouse and keyboard full support.
That's just
Age of Empires and Civilization announced.
Yep, 100%. I could 100% see it on Scorpio, especially. I can definitely see it. I feel like Age of Empires is a game that people love, and to have it on consoles again would be awesome.
Dude, if Civ or Age of Empires is the reason why I love history so much. That game, oh my god, that's like on my like the original Age of Empires. That's on my original like top 10 games of like most impactful games of my life. If that's on the Xbox, forget about it. That's all I'll be playing. You'll be like, Joe, what are you playing today? And I'll be like, fucking Age of Empires, and Destiny, and Overwatch.
see the way that you are with Age of Empires and history. That is like Viva Pinata, meat and drugs.
So, okay, what was your other predictions, Ross? What else did you have on your list?
Well, so the other 2 that I had were mouse and keyboard with Civ, and Age of Empires. The other one, I know a game that you quite play, and I know it's been teased quite a lot, was that PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds will be announced on stage, coming to Scorpio for the 100 player, but a limited version at a later date for the Xbox One. because we know that it's not going to run. But I think with the amount of execs like Quick, Stein, all the rest of it, playing it so much on Mixer, like you Mixer, their own platform, is the top game.
Yeah.
On there with all the execs playing it, there has to be a reason why they're pushing it so much. They're tweeting about it, they're doing things. I just feel as if they're gearing up for something. And let's face it, it's internet's hot property right now.
Yeah, me and Crash, we play it every day, so it's no joke. But the only thing I will say is the game doesn't work limited. It needs the 100 players.
I know. It's one of them things, and the reason why I said that is they said there'll be no Scorpio-only releases.
Yeah. No, I agree. I understand your thought process, but I just think the game doesn't work even at 60 people. It needs a large amount of people. Sorry, Crash, carry.
You have to remember that the game's still far off from console. Like, it's at least like 2 years, I think.
But I don't
it's
think
still not done on PC.
Yeah,
Also,
I don't think it's a bad reason for Microsoft to get in there though and say we are pushing this.
I'm also saying console exclusive as well. I'm willing to put that down.
Wow, that'd be interesting.
That would only
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But also, you have to remember that everything right now that's on Scorpio is available on all Xbox Ones. In the future, I see that going away. I don't think they'll keep up with that.
They can't do it. It can't happen. It can't.
If they get rid of the generations, for sure. Like if this is their promise, they're gonna do it like how they do phone support. Like eventually in the next, let's say like 4 or 5 years, it'll be like, okay, well, you know, the original Xbox, our support ends here, and then people are gonna be pissed, but they'll be like,
people are gonna have torch. They're gonna be fuming. They said
but when you show them something, when you show them something shiny, like you go, but you got this newer Xbox. Then people are like, well, you know what?
Exactly. Also, it's not going to be right now. They're not going to do it when the Scorpio first comes out.
No.
Like, just in comparison, Nintendo dropped the Switch. They're still supporting their 3DS.
Yeah.
It's a very similar situation. Nintendo will drop support of that 3DS at some point.
Yeah.
They just need more Switches in households first.
And even like Microsoft themselves, like, you know, when they announced the Xbox One S, they're like, the Xbox One isn't going away. We're just going to drop the price by this much. And it's just like, no. What you're really doing is that's a fire sale price. So every year you're waiting for that Xbox to sell out of its shipment. You're not going to make any more, and then it's just going to be the Xbox One S and Scorpio. That's what happened, you know. I got my son an Xbox at Christmas, an Elite console, okay, because I wanted an Elite controller, £200.
Yeah,
£200.
What?
So I basically paid £80 because I would have paid 120, which what it was for the Elite controller. I paid £80 for the console.
Holy shit.
You know what I mean? And that's an Elite with a 1 terabyte SSD.
Yeah. What other predictions did you have?
I had new Bethesda game showing up, which Ross took. Game Pass will have a deal if you have Xbox Live.
Good one.
You'll get it for cheaper.
I think they need to do that, definitely.
I think so too. The reason I didn't put that one in is because I'm kind of iffy on it.
Yeah.
I think Microsoft wants more time to see how it does as it is.
Yeah.
Big emphasis on Play Anywhere. I think they're going to be pushing it crazy.
Yeah.
With Shadow of War. A new Tomb Raider shown, not exclusive DLC timing, I think would have been what it was. And that's it.
Cool.
That's all I had.
Joe, what else did you have?
Ross stole all mine.
Okay. Cool.
Ross stole, man.
Lucky for
it's called the Smegma box as well.
Yeah, right here actually.
Lucky for us, Fixer's sack is super full, so we're all good. It's not a problem. And the My Xbox Me community has reached out and sent some emails in, so let me read them. We can give our thoughts and see what we think of them. And this one's from Matt Smith and says, My Xbox Me family. My E3 prediction is that Bethesda are remastering their greatest IP ever, SNES and Mega Drive classic Rock and Roll Racing, and it's going to go head to head with Forza 7 from Little Smitty on Xbox. I don't even know what this is, so
Oh really?
I don't know what Rock and Roll Racing is. No, anybody?
No.
Yeah, I know what rock and roll racing is. Also, bear in mind that it would have to go. I can't see it happening just solely for the reason is that they're going up against a new Need for Speed game as well as Forza, and also the Gran Turismo Sport game. So you get 2 console exclusives, and then a massive developer coming up against. For me, it wouldn't make financial sense for a business to take a risk to invest in an engine for a start to make a racing game that they don't own and to develop it. I'd love to see it. More racing games, the better, especially good ones. But I just financially can't see the sense of it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. This one's from Mr.
Sorry, there's a
Moody.
mic, so I can drop it.
This one's from Mr. Moody, and he says, "Hello, you sexy things. E3 is right around the corner, and of course, this week's episode is your E3 predictions. Thanks for the invite. Laugh out loud. God damn it. So my predictions are: 1, Phil Spencer wears a t-shirt with Ross Miller's face on it.
Let's go. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Now.
The more you say it, the more it's gonna happen.
2, Borderlands 3 is shown, and it is at the Xbox conference. I definitely would love to see a new Borderlands. Love Borderlands games. I think they're a lot of fun. I say I love them, but yet haven't finished pre-sequel or 2 DLC. But I do love them. I do. I think I just want something new. So, yeah. And number 3, Xbox Scorpio's name is the Xbox One Plus or the Xbox Premier. I could go on for a while, so I'll stop there. Keep kicking butt, everyone. Have a great E3, the glorious one, Mr. Moody.
I'll say this. From what I'm aware of, I think the most realistic one on that list is Borderlands 3, because from what I've heard, 2K Games is going to be there in spirit. So that only means 2 things. That means there's either a Red Dead trailer or there's a Borderlands trailer, and or both. But I would say Borderlands would be awesome to show on the Scorpio.
Fair enough. Fair enough. This one says, "Dear Fixer, today I have a hot fucking scoop, and I heard it from my uncle that works at Sony that Sucker Punch's new game is called Famous. It's about the rise and fall of Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber. There are 2 campaigns, one for each of the people, respectively. This 100% not a joke. Lols forever. Please read this on the show. From your friend Mike Lynch." So there you go, Mike. Thank you very much for your email, you crazy bastard, you.
I'm looking forward to this already.
Yeah.
Definitely. Justin Bieber, Miley Cyrus game. She's twerking on my face. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
And there's some hot lesbian action between the 2.
Why is there? Justin Bieber's not a female. I don't care.
It's a boy.
Joe,
Twins.
Joe, I'm gonna slap you up one day. One day.
First off, are you listening to Jackers right now, Fixer?
What?
Very, very archaic of you to do.
Whatever.
2017, not 1999, man.
This one comes from Scott Sedman, and it says, "Hi all. Just a few predictions / hopes for E3 this year. Microsoft Scalebound isn't dead. Phantom Dust reboot isn't dead. JRP exclusive. Season 4 of Killer Instinct." And then he goes on to talk about Sony, like we're a Sony platform, and some other ones I don't care about. So Scalebound isn't dead. Yes,
Right.
it is. Phantom Dust reboot, possibly. JRP exclusive, I think so, because Phil's in Japan. And Killer Instinct Season 4, I think it's too soon.
I don't think we get a season 4.
Also,
Okay.
we probably get a Lost Odyssey too, if that's why he's in Japan.
That's
They've made reference. I think Phil himself has made reference to Lost Odyssey before, so I can see it happening. Yeah.
Okay. This one's from Yarmy, our friend Charlie Yarmy, and he sends me a fucking paragraph and a half. I tell you, boys, this is a. So I'm gonna pick a couple. Yeah, I'm not gonna do them all. We've got more emails to get through, but it says, "Hi guys, it's Yarmy, and I have a few predictions for you, mainly about Xbox. Just in case you missed it, Xbox has been putting out a Feel the Power ads that are between 5 and 15 seconds long, so we know the focus will be on Scorpio." Number 1, 2 different colors for the Scorpio, white and black, right out the gate. We've seen the white dev kits, but some people complaining that the Xbox One was black when the 360 was white. So possibly to make everyone happy, 2 colors will be available. I would prefer a black one myself. I have a black PlayStation, a black PC, a black Xbox now. I'd prefer a black one. And Scorpio reminds me. If I think Scorpio, I think black. I don't know why.
I think Xbox One. Xbox One was black. I also think investing in 2 different colors and both of them not selling well would be an issue.
You gotta make sure
As a
that
community
system
console.
sells first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you
Okay.
could be Sony and make stupid colors like gold and silver.
Exactly.
You know?
That number
Anyone wonder why they done the S in a white?
cheaper. I'd assume the plastic
it's
cheaper.
do you not sometimes think it's to define the 2 consoles? Because the S is basically replacing the Xbox One, which would indicate to me that the Scorpio would be black. Because if you look to the previous generation to try and decipher between the 2 of the consoles that are immediately identifiable, the S would be white and the new console would be black. Just
I never thought of that, but that makes a lot of sense. But I'm going with it's going to be green. They're bringing it back.
That's real good. No, it's
I
not gonna
hope
be
not.
green.
Is it gonna be like a neon green? So it just
Nah.
like pops out? No.
Right,
No.
good to know. Number 2, possibly a cheaper version of Xbox Game Pass for gold members. Exactly what Chris just said. Number 4, Sea of Thieves, Cuphead, and Crackdown 3 all get a release date and out by April 2018.
Yeah. Can I say one thing?
Yep,
It
please do.
speaks volumes how nobody talked about Crackdown.
I
episode.
just don't think anybody cares. We just yeah.
Crackdown's like Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
The people that care. Yeah.
And then there's the rest of society.
Yeah.
And last but not least, number 5, a return of 2 franchises, both made better by Scorpio, SSX, and Tony Hawk Pro Skater. The last releases of these games were kind of bad, but I believe that we could possibly see those studios really make an effort on Scorpio. Hope everyone has a wonderful day and that their E3 wishes are fulfilled. From Charlie, the Army. Thank you very much for the emails. I don't think you're seeing SSX or Pro Skater at all at these shows.
But would
No
be
way.
rad.
I don't think
What?
they're ever coming out again.
I hope
Because Tony Hawk's no longer got the license, so it would just have to be called something else. Like they no longer own the Tony Hawk license, Activision.
Hawk Tony Skater Pro 2.
Like EA walks on stage and announces Skate 4.
That would be so.
Oh, I didn't
would-
even think
yeah.
about. Oh shit! I didn't even think. No, Xbox.
So you
shut
can
up.
get those predictions at Polygames Podcast at youtube.com/polygames.
Jesus
Well, I mean-
Christ.
Do you know what I like to do when I'm playing games?
Yeah.
Talk to people through my party chat. On my Xbox.
Fresh, you want to go? Feel free.
No. I don't think I could top either of them.
This next email comes from Lucy, and she says, obviously, Queen of the Indies, Lucy.
Queen of the Indies.
And she says, Tacoma gets a release date. I agree with that. Cuphead gets a July release date. Oh, July? Interesting. I hope so. Inside Dev Playdead show tone piece for their next game coming in 2022. Interesting.
All right.
2022.
All right.
So that's quicker than the last time around.
As I say, that's quicker than before. Fable 4 teased and a maximum of 1 new IP announced. We good with those?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
I'm
see-
good. Very good with
I
those.
don't see any problem with these. Shout out to Danone who sent me this email. He has literally broke down every single press conference. I literally said to him, send me a prediction for Microsoft. He is Nintendo, Sony, Ubi, Bethesda, Microsoft, EA. Maybe I'll read these out on the post show and pre-shows that we'll be doing. So for those who don't know, I'd say do this plug quickly. Me, Crash, I'm not sure who else is going to be in there. We will be doing. Oh, Joe's doing it with us.
Yeah,
We've
don't
got
worry.
Scott
Just
Sexton
don't
on. My
forget your
bad.
co-host.
That's-
Come on.
We'll be doing a pre and post show of all of the E3 coverage you want. You can get live reactions from myself and Chris. I'm not sure if Joe's doing live reactions or not. But if you want to watch the show live, you can head over to youtube.com/mcfixer, or you can over to twitch.tv/mcfixer for my coverage of the shows. So if you're interested in watching the show with me and me shouting when that's Resident Evil 2, come watch that. This one's from Dan. He says Scorpio will be no more than £499. Halo 6 won't be at E3, but I want a new type of Halo game announced. I want something to do with Fable announced, maybe a remaster of 1, 2, and 3. I'd be for that, definitely. New RPG/JRPGs like Dragon's Dogma 2 or Phantasy Star Online, and a new IP and exclusives. Yep, I think they're pretty safe. This one's from your boy Proper BO, and he says, "Hi Fixer, my predictions for E3 are that Joseph will be lying naked on a bed,
Go for it, proper. Just go for it.
Furiously masturbating over Nintendo and PlayStation reveals, probably with his cat meowing in the background. Then wait, Microsoft start their show, and he is mysteriously goes limp. He starts thinking about Star Wars and me in a dress, but it doesn't work. A little piece of him dies inside, knowing that he cannot keep up with this lie that he loves Xbox, no matter how many dollars he spends on Gears of War merchandise. He looks at his Xbox One and starts to feel anger and resentment. All hope is lost. Love ya, proper BO.
I don't get where he gets that I love Nintendo in any which way. Because I'm pretty neutral along the board. Like, people have told me this multiple times. Joe, you're pretty fair and balanced. So, to that, I would say, actually, out of all three conferences, I'm the most excited for Microsoft because they have the most to gain and the most to lose. So I think you're totally wrong. And also, while I'm masturbating, the cats are on my stomach, kneading my stomach.
Whoa!
So,
Whoa, Joe!
So don't come out with that conjecture. You get that shit right. All right?
Why streaming this? Because this is something I want to see.
Oh, yeah. And the climax is during the smegma. All right, Chad.
Last but not least, Travis Henderson, thank you for the email. Fable and Reboot announced, made by Turn 10, the makers of the Forza Horizons team. Interesting. Thank you very much for the emails. Everyone, thank you for the emails. If you want to email in, myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com. It's not too late. I've decided we will be reading our emails live on the post and pre-show to see what you guys think. Maybe give us your responses of the show. Guys, we've done it. Another E3 prediction show is done. We will all be on the post show, the Xbox post show. Yeah. And we will tally up our marks and give our live reactions. Thank you all for being on. Crash, Joe, Miller. I almost was going to say something bad about you, but I decided not to. Let's plug and get ourselves out of here. So we'll start with Crash. What have you got to plug, my friend?
My Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Crashnick Plays. Watch me suck at video games. Stop by anytime.
Definitely. Ross, what you got for me?
I suppose go and check out Party Chat Podcast.
You don't need any more plugs. Get the fuck out of here.
Have you got the future guest schedule, or are you all right with that?
No, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. We've seen your numbers. We're good. Joseph, what you got for me, bro?
So, like always, you guys can check me out at polygames at youtube.com. There, we're going to be talking about backwards compatibility today, so make sure to check that out. And also you can check out the predictions on Polygames podcast, also on YouTube and on iTunes, where we talk third party and first party and tell you what I'm most excited for and what I'm most concerned about. So you can check that there at Polygames.
Good. As always, head over to patreon.com/mcfixer. You can get audio early of this show. Audio is $3, video is $4. The post show and all that is all free, of course. You can go get that live. Twitch.tv/mcfixer, youtube.com/mcfixer. Follow me on Twitter and all that jazz. Until next week's show, or until the post show, and I'm super excited for it. I will love you, leave you, and see you all later. Thank you, everyone, for joining me.
You're welcome.
Smegma.